على ذنبي وما لاقيت من كرب قال لي ربي أما استحييت تعصيني ولا تخشى من العتب بكت عيني بكت عيني بكت عيني على ذنبي وما لاقيت من. Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So after Eid break and summer break, we are again here. Wama tawfiqi illa billah. We were not capable for this gathering. Only is Allah's mercy and His fadl and His rahmah that He made us capable for this gathering, this noble gathering. So we left the last lesson. We did Surah Al-Imran till ayah number 36. Today we'll be starting from ayah number 37, but in previous ayah 35 and 36, we learned about the story of Maryam. We started the story of Maryam alayhi salam, the ayah about the mother of Maryam alayhi salam. So we are starting from just a recap of ayah 35, 36. Okay, let's start. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidna ilma. My Lord, increase me in knowledge. Allahumma ihdi qalbi wasaddid lisani waslul saqimata qalbi. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Suratul Al-Imran. It was revealed in Medina. So we are starting from ayah number 37, our lesson, but we'll just have a look. We just have a look at ayah 35 and 36, because ayah 37 is related to ayah 35 and 36. So let's listen to the recitation. Surah Al-Imran, ayah 35 and 36. Okay, so ayah 35, we learn that we have listened to the recitation that Allah says, remember when the wife of Imran said, the wife of Imran was the mother of Maryam alayhi salam, right? So the wife of Imran said, oh my Lord, I have vowed to you what is in my womb to be dedicated for your services. So the mother of Maryam alayhi salam said to Allah that what is in my womb. She was pregnant. She said, what is in my womb, I will vow to you, meaning that she will make the child sit in Baitul Maqdas, Masjid al-Aqsa, for the worship. So then she says, so accept this from me. Verily, you are the all-hearer, the all-knowing. Then ayah 36 we learned, and we did the tafsir also. Then when she gave birth to her, and what happened? That Maryam alayhi salam was born, right? She said, oh my Lord, I have given birth to a female child. Okay. And Allah knew better what she bore. Allah knows everything, right? He is the creator, he knows. So, and the male is not like the female. And I have named her Maryam. So she kept the name Maryam. And I seek refuge with you for her and for her offsprings from Shaitan, from Satan, the outcast. So she took in refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Maryam alayhi salam also and her offsprings also. So we should, remember this dua. Inni uizuha bika wa zuriyataha minash shaitani rajim. And we come to know from the hadith that the mother of Maryam alayhi salam, she made this dua. So she, she says, seek refuge from Satan, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Maryam alayhi salam, and for her offsprings also. So Maryam alayhi salam, when she grew up, she gave birth to Isa alayhi salam, right? So son of Maryam alayhi salam for Isa alayhi salam. So when, due to this dua, due to this seeking refuge, when the child is born, the child weeps, right? The girl or boy, they weep at the time of their birth. Why they weep? Why they cry aloud? Because the Satan touched them, which is why they cry aloud, okay? The newborn baby. So due to this dua, seeking refuge, Isa alayhi salam didn't cry, cry, because Satan didn't touch him. He touched him from on the top of the clock, right? So we should always make this dua, Uizuha bika wa zuriyataha minash shaitani rajim, for our child and for our offsprings also. Okay, we learned this from Quran. Okay. Now we'll start from ayah. Now what happened next? Ayah, we'll come to know by the ayahs. So let's start with ayah number 37. Word to word translation. فَتَقَبَّلَهَا. So he accepted first. So taqabbal, he accepted her. So he accepted her. Rabbuha, Rab, her Rab, ha, sustainer, Rab, her. Rab is Rab and ha is her. Her Rab. So her Rab accepted from her. Be Kabulin, with an acceptance, a girl. Hasanin, good. Wa ambataha, and he raised, made to grow. He raised, made to grow. Nabatan, a growing, raising. Hasanan, good. Watakaffalaha, watakaffalaha, he placed, um, he placed, one second, just 1 second, please. Just 1 second. I'll make it big. Okay. 1 second. So can I can, you all can see also. Okay. Fataqabbala. Okay. Fa'ambata, and he raised, made to grow her, nabatan, a growing, raising, hasanan, good, wakaffalaha, and kaffalaha, he placed under supervision, Zechariah, kullama, whenever dakhala, he entered, alayha, Allah, upon her, Zechariah, al-mihrab, the praying arch, the place of Imam, sanctuary, Wajada, he found in Daha, near with of her, risk, food, provision of sustenance. Kala, he said, Ya Maryamu, O Maryam, O Mary, Anna, is from where? He said, is from where? Is from where? Lucky for you, Haza, this. Qalat, she said, Huwa, it, min, is from, in the, near with, Allahi, of Allah, inna, indeed, Allah, yarzuqu, he provides risk, sustenance, my, which, yashau, he wills, bighairi, without, hisabin, measure, account. Now we do the running translation. فَتَقَبَّلَهَا رَبُّهَا. Just 1 second. I'll make it according to the. I think you all see it. You can see the screen full. Can anybody tell me? Can you see the screen? فَتَقَبَّلُهَا رَبُّهَا.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes.
So her Lord Allah accepted her. فَتَقَبَّلُهَا رَبُّهَا بِقَبُولٍ حَسَنٍ, with goodly acceptance. وَأَنْبَتَهَا نَبَاتًا حَسَنًا وَكَفَّلَ لَهَا زَكَرِيَّا. He made her grow in a good manner and put her under the care of Zechariah. So she said that I vow that I'll give this child to your service, O Allah. So Allah accepted this from the mother of Maryam alayhi salam with goodly acceptance, and he made her grow in a good manner, and Allah put Maryam alayhi salam under the care of Zechariah alayhi salam, right? So, and when kullama dakhala alayha Zechariah, every time Zechariah alayhi salam entered the mihrab, al-mihrab, to visit her, he found her supplied with sustenance. Whenever Zechariah alayhi salam used to enter the mihrab, and you know what is mihrab? Mihrab is the place where one worship. Okay, so every time he entered the mihrab to visit her, he found her supplied with sustenance. Qala ya Maryamu, he said, Zechariah alayhi salam said, "O Maryam, anna laki haza, from where have you gotten this? All these fruits, or this sustenance?" Qala, she said, Maryam alayhi salam said, "Huwa min indillah, this is from Allah. Inna Allah, verily Allah, yarzuqu, provides man yasha bighairi hisab. Inna Allah yarzuqu man yasha bighairi hisab. Verily Allah provides sustenance to whom He wills without limit." Okay, because Maryam alayhi salam, whenever Zechariah alayhi salam, used to go to Mihrab, so he used to see the summer fruits in winter and winter fruits in summer, right? So it was from, so she said, when Zechariah alayhi salam asked, so she said, this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and verily Allah provides sustenance to whom He wills without limit. So Maryam grows up, her honor is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? So we see that, further we see inshallah, that فَتَقَبَّلْهَا رَبُّهَا بِقُبُولٍ حَسَنًا وَأَنْبَتَهَا نَبَاتًا حَسَنًا وَكَفَّلَ لَهَا زَكَرِيَّا. So her Lord Allah accepted her with goodly acceptance. He made her grow in a good manner and put her under the care of Zechariah. Now she was sitting in Baitul Muqaddas, right, as her mother wove. So she was put under the care of Zechariah alayhi salam, right? So there should be somebody to look after, right? So raising of Maryam as was excellent in there are 2 points. It was, raising Maryam alayhi salam was excellent in 2 ways: in the physical sense and in the spiritual, mental sense, that she grew in knowledge, right? Subhanallah. And the Zechariah alayhi salam was her uncle. How? Sister of Hannah was the wife of Zechariah. The name of Maryam alayhi salam's mother, who wore that I will give you my child to your service, O Allah, O my Lord. So the sister of Hannah was the wife of Zechariah. The name of the mother of Maryam alayhi salam was Hannah, and Hannah's sister was the wife of Zechariah. So Zechariah alayhi salam. So the circumstances were such that she automatically came under the guardianship of Zechariah alayhi salam, who was the caretaker of Baitul Maqdas. Zechariah alayhi salam was actually the caretaker of Baitul Maqdas, and she was, as her mother wove, so she was supposed to sit in Baitul Maqdas for worship. So she came under the guardianship of Zechariah alayhi salam, and Zechariah alayhi salam was her paternal uncle. Okay, so now we see that when Allah isn't giving you something the way you want it, He is giving you something better, but you have to trust His plan and decree. Because she said, her mother said that I have given birth to a girl. So, and when Allah isn't giving you something the way you want it, He's giving you something better. Always, have trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His plan and His decree. Because He has made our decree, our faith, our taqdeer 50,000 years before creating the heaven and the earth. And here, then we see that kullama dakhala alayhi Zakaria al-Mihrab, every time he entered, Zakaria alayhi salam entered the Mihrab. So now what is Mihrab? Because she sat in Mihrab, right? Baitul Muqaddas, there was a Mihrab. So Maryam alayhi salam sat in Mihrab. So Mihrab is a place where one worships Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it was the place when one worships Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is called so because you fight yourself and Shaitan there. Because it's very difficult to sometimes when you want to pray, you want to do wudu, whispers come from the, in your mind from Satan. Oh, there's a lot of time. Now the days are longer. It's summer. Oh, after Zohar, there's a long time. Oh, no matter, forget. The azan is said, but Asr time is a lot of time. After Zohar, there's a long time. After Asr, summer, the days are longer. Always, Satan, oh, if you want to get up in the morning, no, it's still time. Satan whispers, okay, sleep. So so Mihrab is a place, it is called so because you fight yourself and Satan there, okay? And kullama dakhala alayya Zakaria al-Mihrab wajada inda rizqan. Every time he entered the Mihrab to visit Maryam alayhi salam, Zakaria alayhi salam found her supplied with sustenance. Wajada indaha rizqan. He found her supplied with with sustenance, with provision. So risk is anything that is a source of benefit, right? And we, think that risk is only the food, the sustenance, the provisions we eat. No, risk is your home, your children, your parents, your education, whatever Allah has given you and whatever that source is beneficial for you is a risk, okay? So two meanings of risk over here. Actual food that was now nowhere in the market, or the food that Zechariah al-Islam didn't bring. Because when Zechariah al-Islam saw in summer the winter foods are there and in winter summer foods are there. So Zechariah al-Islam saw that I didn't bring, because as a caretaker, he was supposed to bring the food also. So two meanings of risk over here in this ayah. Actual food that was nowhere in the market, or the food that Zechariah al-Islam didn't bring for her. And there were the scrolls, parchment with writing on it knowledge. So there were scrolls also. So scrolls means parchment with writing on it. The knowledge, there was knowledge, there was writing on it, the knowledge was also there. So raising of Maryam al-Islam was excellent in the physical sense, because Allah used to provide the risk, okay? And in the spiritual mental sense, that she grew in knowledge. Subhanallah, from the childhood, right? Okay. Now we see that فَتَقَبَّلَهَا رَبُّهَا بِقَبُولٍ حَسَنٍ, right? So see the first line. So her Lord Allah accepted her with goodly acceptance, right? So Allah accepted whatever her mother wore. Allah states that He has accepted Maryam as a result of her mother's vow, and that, see the ayah, وَأَنْبَتَهَا نَبَاتًا حَسَنًا. He made her grow in a good manner, meaning made her conduct becoming, her mannerism delightful, and He made her well liked among people. He also made her accompany the righteous people, so that she learned righteousness, knowledge, and religion. So we learn from here that company counts a lot, okay? Your environment counts a lot. You and me, we sit with what type of a people? People should be righteous, and so that we will also become righteous, and we will have the knowledge and the and we will learn the knowledge of, religious knowledge also. So company counts, okay? So we see here, وَكَفَّلَهَا Zakaria, and put her under the care of Zechariah alayhi salam, meaning Allah made Zechariah her sponsor. Maryam alayhi salam's sponsor was Zechariah alayhi salam. Allah made Zechariah alayhi salam Maryam's guardian for her benefit, so that she would learn from his tremendous knowledge and righteous conduct, because Zechariah alayhi salam was a Nabi. okay, was a messenger. He was the husband of a maternal aunt, okay, as Ibn Ishaq and Ibn Jarir stated, or her brother-in-law, as mentioned in the Sahih. That what is said in Sahih Bukhari, that a Prophet ﷺ said, I saw on the night of Miraj, when he was, ascended to seven heavens, Prophet ﷺ saw John and Isa, who are maternal cousins. Yahya alayhi salam and Isa alayhi salams are the maternal cousins. Okay, okay. Then the maternal aunt is just like the mother. Al khalatu bimanzalatil imam. Allah then emphasizes Maryam's honor and virtues at the place of worship she attended. So what Allah says, Sidaya, Kullama dakhala alayha Zakaria al-mihraba wajada indaha rizqan. Every time he entered the mihrab, Zakaria alayhi salam, to visit her, to visit Maryam alayhi salam, Zakaria alayhi salam found her supplied with sustenance. Subhanallah. So the commentator says, the Mufassirin of Quran said, he would find with her fruits of the summer during winter and the fruits of winter during summer. You know that, fruits, vegetables grows in, the seasons, some fruits, vegetables grows in summer, some in winter. But nowadays, we should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This, business, this business is trade, import, export has made possible that we get summer fruits in winter and winter fruits in summer, because in different countries, weathers are different, right? At one place it is a summer, in the other country it would be winter. So we should be thankful to God. But at that time, the trade was not so much common, exports were not common. So it was a miracle that whenever Zechariah alayhi salam entered into the mihrab, because he was the guardian, right? So he would find with her fruits of the summer during winter and the fruits of the winter during summer. Okay. So seeing the fruits, winter, summer is winter fruits in summer and summer fruits winter. So when Zakaria would see this, he would say, Qala ya Maryamu anni laki haza, ti laki, kaf kasra ki. Okay, you have gotten. So when it is masculine, it will be laka, lam fatala, kaf fatala, lam zaballa, kaf zaballa. It is lam zaballa, kaf zer ki. Why kasra? Why zer? Because she's a female. He said, oh Maryam, from where you have gotten this? Meaning, where did you get these fruits from? Qalat huwa min indillah. See, qala, why qala is used? Because Zakaria alayhi salam is masculine. And qalat with ta, why ta is used? Qalat, because Maryam alayhi salam is a female. Qalat huwa min indillah. She said, this is from Allah. Inna Allah yarzuqu man yasha bighayri hisab. Verily, Allah provides sustenance to whom He wills without limit. So never be, despair, mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because when you lost the job, when sometimes your business has failed, sometimes, you are in a business, you are on trade, there is no sale due to COVID or due to any calamities, due to anything. Always remember this ayah, that, and it's a test. When job is lost, or some calamities there, some geographical condition, some weather conditions, import exports are not there, anything, your job is lost, your wages are low, you are getting some other job. First, previously your wages were high, now you have to survive. So sometimes there are no jobs availability, so many interviews, and then you have to accept the lower wages also till you find, something best. So I always have trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is timely test, right? Inna Allah yarzuqu man yasha bighayri hisab. Verily Allah provides sustenance to whom He wills without limit. Sometimes you see people have got without limit. They are so rich, so rich, and some people are so poor. It's all Allah's test. When Allah gives more, He tests what my servant is doing. Allah knows, He has got the ilm what we are going to do. But still, there's a test for us, that are we spending on the parents, on a family, and are we spending are we giving in zakah besides the, compulsory alms, because compulsory is obligatory zakah. We are paying, sadaqat, khairat, donations, So this is the test. So verily Allah provides sustenance to whom He wills without limit. Always remember this ayah whenever you have lost your trade, your finances, your businesses, your job, Okay. Okay. So now we'll do ayah number 38, inshallah. Hunalika, so there, he called, Hunalika, so there, that moment, he called, invoke who? Zakaria alayhi salam, Rabbahu, Rabb, sustainer, who? His, Rabbahu, his Rabb, sustainer, Qala, he said, Rabbi, O my Rabb, sustainer, Hab, you grant me, for me, min ladunka, min from ladunka, near of you, zuriyatan, offspring, children, tayyibatan, pure, indeed, ka, you, indeed you, sami'u, are, always, all, hearer, adwa, of all the prayers, invocations. Now we'll do the running translation. Hunalika da'a Zakaria. At that time, Zakaria invoked Rabbahu, his Lord. And what he invoked? Why he did dua? Because when he saw that Maryam alayhi salam is getting fruits, winter fruits in summer and summer fruits in winter, because there were no imports, so this was a miracle. So he, at that time, he invoked, he supplicated Allah, he made dua. What dua he made? Qala, saying, Rabbi habli, O my Lord, grant me from you, Rabbi habli min ladunka, O my Lord, grant me from you, zurriyatan tayyibatan, a good offspring, because he had no child, right? So, innaka sami'ud dua, you are indeed the all-hearer of invocation. And he had trust that Allah is the all-hearer. Nobody can give me. Only Allah is the all-hearer, right? So from here we learn that whenever you see somebody has got blessings, right? So instead of being jealous, you should pray for your brother or sister that may Allah give her or him more and more, and may Allah not, deprive her or him from this nema, from this blessing, and if Satan whispers or some jealousy come in your mind, from here we learn you make the dua for the for the one who is blessed, and for yourself also, that Allah give me this and this, whatever you want, like Zechariah alayhi salam is doing. Quran tell us that at that time Zechariah alayhi salam invoked his Lord, he made dua, he supplicated Allah that, oh my Lord, grant me from you a good offspring. You are indeed the all hearer of invocation. When you can give, you can do miracles. You can give winter fruits in summer and summer fruits in winter. You can give me also. So he made dua. So from here we learn that we should always make dua when we see somebody is blessed. When we see something getting something, and in our heart is the slightest wish of it, make dua. Make dua. The moment you have a wish for something, ask for it, make dua for it. That is the best dua. Okay? And here he says, Habli. Hunalika da Zakaria Rabbu Kala Rabbi Habli. So what is hiba? Hiba is a gift given to purely benefit the other person. So which is why he said, Kala Rabbi Habli mi ladunka, oh my Lord, grant me from you a good offspring. So what is Habli? You, Kala Rabbi, Kala, he said, Rabbi, oh my Rabb Lord, Hab, you grant, be for me, you grant for me from min ladunka, from near of you. So habli, hiba is a gift given to purely benefit the other person, right? Okay. So now we see that okay. So the supplication of Zechariah and the good news of Yahya's birth. Hunalika da Zechariah. See the ayah? At that time, Zechariah alayhi salam invoked his Lord, saying, Qala, saying what he said, what he said, when Zechariah saw that Allah provided sustenance for Maryam by giving her the fruits of winter in summer and fruits of summer in winter, he was eager to have a child of his own. By then, Zechariah had become an old man, his bones feeble, and his head full of gray hair, and yet his wife was an old woman who was barren, yet he still supplicated to Allah and called him in secret, Rabbi, Habli min ladunka, oh my Lord, grant me from ladunka, from you. What from you? See the ayah, Zuriyatan tayyibatan, a good offspring, meaning a righteous offspring. Innaka sami'ud dua. You are indeed the all hearer of invocation. Okay. So Allah said, Fanadatul malaikatu wa huwa qaimun yusalli. Then the angels called him while he was standing in the prayer in the mihrab, meaning the angels spoke to him directly while he was in mihrab. Okay. So we'll do this ayah number 39, inshallah. Ayah 39. 39. Fanadatu, what to what translation? First, so nadat it she called who him. Fanadatu, so if she called him, al malaikatu, al the angels, wa huwa, why. We always read the meaning of wa and, but here wa means while. Huwa, he, qaimun, it was one standing, usually he prays, praying, fi in al mihrab, the prayer arch, place of Imam, sanctuary. So now you don't know the meaning of al mihrab, the prayer arch, place of Imam, sanctuary, where Maryam alayhi salam also sat and she used to worship. And here we learn that Zechariah alayhi salam also used to pray in the mihrab. Anna, indeed, Allah, Yubashiru gives good news, Yubashiruka, he gives good news to you. Be Yahya, what was the good news? Be with about Yahya, John. Allah gave the glad tidings that we will give you a child, and Allah kept the name also Yahya because Zechariah alayhi salam invoked, seeing the provision of Maryam alayhi salam. Musaddiqan, one confirming, bi kalimatin with a word, be with kalimatin a word, bi kalimatin with a word, min from Allah, were and Sayyidan, a leader, were and Hasuran, one chaste, were and Nabiyan, a prophet, min from as-salihin, those who are righteous, virtuous. So many qualities of Zechariah alayhi salam, that he will be a Sayyidan, a leader, Hasuran, he will be chaste, a Nabiyan, he will be a prophet, Minas Swalihin, and he will be among the righteous. So we'll do the running translation. When he invoked, when Zechariah alayhi salam supplicated, Fanadathul malaikatu, then the angels called him. When the angels called him, Wahuwa qaimun yusalli fil mihrab, while he was standing in prayer in the mihrab, in the sanctuary, in the worshipping place, saying what the angels said. Angel called, and what the angel said to him, Inna Allah, indeed Allah, Yubashiruka bi Yahya, Allah gives you glad tidings of Yahya, Musaddiqan bi kalimatin min Allah, believing in the word from Allah, and Wasayyidan and Sayyidan, and Wahsuran and Husuran, Nabiyan and prophet from among the righteous. So he will be a Sayyidan, meaning he will be a leader. Husuran, he will be one chaste, and he will be a prophet from among the righteous. These are all qualities of Zechariah alayhi salam. All the qualities of Zechariah alayhi salam. Okay. So Here we see that this ayah 39, Fanadatul malaikatu wa huwa qa'imun yusalli fil mihrab. Then the angels called him while he was standing in prayer in the mihrab. And what the angels said, Inna Allah yubashiruka biyaya. Allah gives you glad tidings of Yahya. So yubashiruka is from Bushra. So Bushra means happiness that you can feel on your skin. When you're happy, your face looks so, you look so happy. When somebody sees your face, somebody see our face, we look happy, right? So our feelings come on our skin, on our face. So Bushra is happiness that you can feel on your skin. So Inna Allah yubashiruka biyaya. So this is Allah gives you glad tidings of Yahya. Musaddiqan bi kalimatin min Allah, believing in the word from Allah. So kalimatum min Allah means refer to the Prophet Isa alayhi salam. And Sayyidan, Sayyid is the best of the people, a leader in action, knowledge, manners, and religion. I would say again, what is Sayyid? You see the ayah was Sayyidan, okay? Sayyid is the best of the people, a leader in action, knowledge, manners, and religion. Sayyid is a true leader, and a true leader leads hearts of people. He is a role model for them, okay? And then Allah says, وَسَيِّدًا وَحَسُورًا. Okay, so what is Hasur? Is one who has great self-restraint. He knows where the limits are, and hence he lives by those limits. So we should be Husuran. We should, know the limits. We shouldn't cross the limits. We should pass our lives according to the Quran and Sunnah. And what limits Allah has set for us, we shouldn't cross that limits. Okay, we should be May Allah make us good leaders also, Sayyidan also, Hasuran also, because the leaders, true leaders, leads the hearts of the people. They are role model, they pass their life according to the Quran and Sunnah. So Allah make us those leaders, and Allah make us Hasuran also, one who doesn't cross the limits, and Allah make us from righteous also. Because we see all this in this ayah, right? So, Fanadatul malaikatu, the angels called him when وَهُوَ قَائِمٌ يُصَلِّي فِي الْمِحْرَابِ, when he was standing in the prayer in the mihrab. Meaning the angels spoke to him directly when he was secluded, standing in prayer at his place of worship in mihrab. Allah told us about the good news that the angels delivered to Zechariah in Sidaya. Inna Allah yubashiruka bi Yahya. Allah gives you glad tidings of Yahya, of a child from your offspring. His name is Yahya. Subhanallah. Allah kept the name also Yahya. And Qatada and other scholars said that he was called Yahya. Literally, he lives because Allah filled his life with faith. Then next Allah said, Sidaya musaddiqal lima musaddikal bi kalimatin min Allah, believing in the word from Allah, and believing in Isa, son of Maryam. Musaddikan bi kalimatin min Allah, believing in the word from Allah means believing in Isa, son of Maryam. Was Sayyidan, and Sayyidan means, different scholars have given us different meanings for Sayyidan. Some say Sayyidan means a wise man, and some say the noble, wise, and pious, and some other scholars said that Sayyid is a man noble in the behavior and piety, and some says it refers to the person who is not overcome by anger. So we shouldn't be, angry people. And some Mujahid and other scholars, other commentators said the Sayyidan means honored by Allah. See, so we know the all meanings for by this tafsir also. Wa hasuran. See the ayah? You have got the ayah in the blue one. And hasuran is chaste, right? Chaste. Meaning that Zechariah said in his supplication for the benefit of Yahya, Habli min ladunka zuriyatan tayyiba, grant me from you a good offspring. meaning grant me a son who will have offspring, and Allah knows the best. Okay. One Nabiyam minas Solihin, a prophet from among the righteous, delivers more good news of sending Yahya as prophet after the good news that he will be born. See, it was a good news that he will be born. He will be born. But the most, good news is that most honored good news is that Yahya alayhi salam will be a prophet. Okay, this good news was even better than the news of Yahya's birth that he will also be a prophet. Manabi and minas salihin. Okay, okay. Now then, we see ayah number 40. Word to word translation. Qala, he he said, who said? Zechariah alayhi salam, Rabbi, O my Rabb, sustainer, Anna, from where yakunu, it he is will be, li, for me, gulamun, a son, were, while, here the meaning is not and, it is while, were I, qad, in fact, balaghaniya, it reached me, al-kibaru, the old age, Vamrati were and Amrati, my wife, Akhirun is one barren. Qala, he said, Allah said, Kadhalika, likewise, thus, Allahu, Allah, Yaf'alu, he does, Ma, whatever, Yasha, he wills. Okay, we'll see the running translation, inshallah. So Zechariah alayhi salam said, Qala Rabbi, he said, when Allah gave the glad tidings that Allah will give you a child and his name will be Yahya alayhi salam. He will be a leader and he will be from the righteous and he will be a prophet. So now what Zechariah alayhi salam said, Qala, he said, Rabbi, oh my Lord, Anna yakunu li gulamun. How can I have a son? Why? Because waqad balagani al kibaru. When I am very old. Wamrati akhirun. And my wife is barren. She is not fertile. So how can I have a child? Qala kazalika lahu yafalu ma yasha. Allah said, Allah replied, thus Allah does what he wills. It doesn't matter if the wife is not fertile, wife is barren. It doesn't matter when you are old, because Zechariah alayhi salam supplicated, he invoked, he made dua. So Allah listened, his supplication is dua. And why, prophets wish for the offsprings and children? In people, common people like us, not all, we, wish, oh, if I don't have a child, if don't have a progeny, if don't have a offsprings, oh, I have earned, such a hard money and I have got a property, so many land, so many houses, so many businesses, who will be the heir? But, their concerns, prophets' concern is not dunya, is not, worldly things, worldly matters. Their concern is that if we as a prophet I die, who will be, spreading, who the knowledge, the revealed knowledge, who will be, a prophet and, spread, the kalam of Allah, spread Islam, Deen Islam, right? Their concern was serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, connecting people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Always, whenever the prophet make dua for offspring and progeny, their dua, their, intention is not like, common people, right? That we want to give, pass on our, properties and land and businesses, and we want heirs, right? They don't want. Okay. So now we see um, this ayah 40, that he is just making dua. And now that he is being given a good news, he says how here he isn't doubting. He isn't doubting the mercy of Allah, but asking for surety. Okay, that he's asking for surety, that how it is possible when I am an old man, my hairs are grey, my wife is barren, she is not fertile. So how is it possible? Nauzubillah, nauzubillah. The Prophet never doubts. He's not doubting the mercy of Allah, but asking for surety. So lessons in these verses, when you ask Allah for something, regardless of how hard it feels, it is easy for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So don't hesitate in asking him. Whatever you want, See, he's old. Wife is not fertile. He's barren. His hairs are gray. He's old, and old people are weak also, right? But still he's asking. So never despair mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Always ask whatever you want. Don't think circumstances are not such. This is we are unable to, we are not capable for things. But Allah can do anything. So always accept the decree of Allah. And when you will accept it, He will give you the best. When you make dua, it is possible that you may not be given that which you ask for, but it will be it will be better for you. If you are not granted also, if the duas are not accepted also, then also it is better for you. And dua is accepted in three ways. We learn from a riwayah that when you make dua, when a servant make dua, Allah accept it and it is given in this world, right? And sometimes when the duas are not accepted, some calamities are going to, some hardships are going to fall on us. And when we make dua, so those calamities are, waved off. That doesn't fall on us. And thirdly, what happens if the duas are not accepted? We will get on the day of resurrection when the sun will be very closer to us. It will be one span of hand, and everybody will be perspiring not everybody, the sinners will be perspiring according to their sins. Somebody would be, um, they will perspire until their ankles, some unto their knees, some until their tummy, some until their neck, some until their, they will be fully sunk into the perspiration due to their sins. So that day will be very hard. So that day will get those du'as which will make the things easier for you. Well, Allah knows the best. It is in the riwayat, right? So when you don't get also the dua also doesn't accept, it is accepted in three ways, right? You get the reward. When you see someone with something, instead of being greedy, make dua for it, like Zechariah alayhi salam did when he saw that the miracle that she is getting the fruits, which the season is also not there. So what he did, instead of being greedy, and when the wish comes in your mind also, seeing the blessing that some blessed people have got so much blessing, so just make dua and remember this ayah, Hunalika da Zakaria. There and then, Zakaria alayhi salam made the dua when he saw all the blessings as a guardian when he entered the mihrab, as a guardian with Maryam alayhi salam, all the risk, sustenance, and provision. So we learn so many things from here. So think about what you can do with the best thing you have, right? So these lessons we learn from this. So now, قال ربي أن يكون لغلام سدايا وقد بلغني الكبر وامرأتي عاقر. Oh my Lord, how can I have a son when I am very old and my wife is barren? قال, he said, Allah said, قال, he said, meaning the angel said, كذلك الله يفعل ما يشاء. Thus Allah does what He wills. Meaning this is Allah's matter. He is so mighty that nothing escapes His power, nor is anything beyond His ability. Okay. Then He said, then another ayah number 41. Then we will conclude. The time will be over also. So then what He says, Qala, He says, he said, Kadhalika, likewise does Allah yaf'alu, He does ma, whatever yasha, He wills. Okay? Qala Qala kadhalika Allahu yaf'alu ma yasha. This is ayah number 40. Okay? Thus Allah does what He wills, meaning this is Allah's matter. He is so mighty that nothing escapes His power. Nothing escapes His power, nor is anything beyond His ability. So now ayah number 41. Qala, he said, Rabbi, my Rabb sustainer, Ijal, you make li for me ayatan, a sign. Qala, he said, ayatuka, ayatu, sign ka, your, ayatuka, your sign, Allah, is that not, to kallima, to you, kallima, shall speak to, tukallima, you shall speak to an-nasa, the people, salasata, three. This is the counting in Arabic. Three is called salasa. Wahid is one, two is itnain, salasa is three, arba is four, khamsa is five, sitta is six, then sabah, tamania, tisa, ashara. Okay. Ayyama of days, illa, except Ramzan, by sign, gesture, wasfur, you recall, remember, Rabbaka, Rabba, Rabb, sustainer, Ka, your, Rabbaka, your Rabb, sustainer, Kathiran, much plenty, were and Sabbe, you glorify, Bil Ashi'i, be in Al Ashi'i, the evening, were and Al-Iftar, the early morning dawns. Okay, so now running translation. So then Allah said that He will bestow you the son, and Allah is capable to do anything in spite of your wife is barren and you are old. Then He said, Qala, He said, Rabbi Jalli Aya, oh my Lord, make a sign for me. Qala, Allah said, Ayatuka, your sign is that Allah tukalliman nasa, that you shall not speak to the people. How many days? Salasata yamin, for 3 days, except illa Ramazan, except by signals. You will talk by signals, okay? Ramazan. Waskur Rabbaka, and what you will do, and remember your Lord much. Wasabbi bil ashiyi wal ibkar, and glorify Him in the afternoon and in the morning, right? Okay. So in ayah 41, Zakaria al-Islam is happy but anxious too. Zakaria al-Islam is happy but anxious too, and Rams that Kala ayatuka Allah tukalliman nasa salasata ayyam illa Ramza. Allah said, your sign is that you shall not speak to the people for 3 days except by signals. Illa Ramza. So Rams means to communicate with body language and actions. Okay. So those 3 days meant, so Allah says, Salasata ayyam, Kala ayatuka Allah tukalliman nasa, Salasata ayyam. Allah said, your sign is that you shall not speak to the people for 3 days, okay, except by signal. So those 3 days meant that his son was on the way, so he was told to do zikr and tasbih because he was receiving a huge gift from Allah. That is not just any child, but the one who is going to be a prophet, having unique qualities. He will be a leader, he will be a suran, and he will be from the righteous, he will be a prophet, so he will be having unique qualities. So when we see our du'as being accepted, talk to Allah and thank Him. We learn from here, because Allah said that you will be bestowed by a son. So what Allah is telling, that remember your Lord much and glorify Him in the afternoon and in the morning. So from here we learn that whenever we see our du'as are being accepted, we are blessed, and Allah, accept our du'as and give us the blessing. So we should talk to Allah and we should be grateful to Allah. We should thank Him, and we should do most, glorify Allah. We should do tasbih, zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as being grateful to Allah subhanahu. When you are not able to communicate with people due to any reason, then you shouldn't suppress the feelings, but at this time fight the anxiety with the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We learn these lessons from here. Okay. Qala Rabbij Ali Aya. He said, oh my Lord, make me a sign for me. So Qala, meaning make a sign that alerts me that the child will come. So Qala ayatuka Allah tukalliman nasa salasata ayamin illa Ramza. That Allah said, your sign is that you shall not speak to the people for 3 days except by signals, meaning you will not be able to speak except with signals, although you are not mute. He was not mute. God forbids, but this is what Allah told him. In another ayah, Allah said, Salasa layalin saviyan, chapter 9, ayah 10, for 3 nights, though having no bodily defect. He was not mute, he had no bodily defect, Zechariah alayhi salam, but Allah told him that your sign, because he asked, what is the sign? Your sign is that you shall not speak to the people for 3 days except by signals, because he wanted a sign that makes him alert that the child will come. So Allah then commanded Zechariah alayhi salam to supplicate, thank and praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala often in that condition. Waskur rabbaka kasiran wasabbih bil ashi wal ibkar, and remember your Lord much and glorify him in the afternoon and in the morning. So we should always glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in morning, evening, afternoon. Okay. So I think we should end here, because next ayah, the tafsir is lengthy. We won't be able to complete. So we'll continue next week, next Saturday, inshallah. So the lesson we learned that when we see our du'as being accepted, we should talk to Allah, we should thank him, and as a showing gratefulness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the blessings and for the acceptance of dua. And when we are not able to communicate with people due to any reason, then we shouldn't suppress the feeling, but at this time fight that anxiety with the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And nowadays it's very common. People, they've got anxiety, and they go to the doctors, and they give medicines. But I think Quran has got the shifa. If we recite Quran morning and evening, and we do askar, you have got the Yakanastain, you have got the morning askar, you have got the evening askar in that book. Don't read the whole book, only the morning, evening askar, remembrance, and then the duas of protection. Only read that. That is enough for morning, evening, right? And these are also askar, the duas of all time: getting up, going to sleep, going to the bathroom, coming out of the bathroom, sitting in the car, sitting in the bus, train. All the duas, right? So this is also remembrance of Allah. So a Muslim always remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has taught us many Quranic and Prophet Sallallahu has taught us masoon duas. So we'll be away from Satan also, and this is gratefulness also. We should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also in this way. And the other lesson, the ayah which I am impressed is, whenever you see somebody is blessed with something, like Maryam alayhi salam was blessed with the risk provision. Without season, she used to get the fruits and everything. So we learn from this ayah, these ayahs, the lesson of today. We read, we came to know that hunalika da Zechariah, there and then supplicate, there and then invoke Allah, there and then make dua. Oh Allah, bestow me also. Like he said that, he supplicated for that Allah bestow me a son. Okay. So we should make dua there and then for our brothers and friends and sisters also, that Allah always, keep the blessings on him, on her, and increase her in blessing. And whatever I am supplicating, what I am asking, make dua, Allah bestow me also. And Zechariah alayhi salam was bestowed, he was given, he was blessed with the son, Yahya alayhi salam, and Allah gave the name also, right? So we will conclude here, inshallah. We'll continue, inshallah, next week. Ayat. So, Edina Siratal Mustaqim, Allah, show us the right path, make us walk on the right path, and make us step fast on the right path, and make us follow the Quran and Sunnah, and whatever the lessons we learn in the halaqah, make us, be a practical Muslim, okay? Not only saying with the tongue, we should, abide by the rules of what Allah has told us. We should pass our lives according to Quran and Sunnah, to make us from righteous ones also, as we read, okay? Barakallah fi ilmik wa amalik wa rizqukum wa awqatukum wa ahlukum wa malukum. Jazakallah khairan kathiran kathira. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun alal mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim. Wa tub alayna innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would love to take your reflections. So first, Tabiqul Khairat. Who will be the first one? Please start one by one. Okay, Bismillah.